Hello, and welcome to the pet room. David Bradley here. If you have been watching, you know that I finally yanked a socket out of the crusty, rusty, dusty pet, and it is time to repopulate and put that board in this machine and see what happens. And you don't have to see me for all of that. You do not. Okay. So we need to unplug. We have four things to unplug: the cassette, the power, the monitor, and the keyboard. And then, oh dear. Then there are the little feet that need to come off, and as it happens, one of them feels like it wants to come out of the board, or come out with the board, and I would rather that not, because you certainly don't want the board touching on the bottom of the machine. You do not. These little clips are not much of anything. But they can be challenging. They can be. Because they are meant to stay in position to make sure the board is all happy. And that is a beautiful thing. The chip puller is not doing it for me. Maybe this little screwdriver will help. Come on. It's just... Okay. That's out. Now this one does indeed want to come with me, so maybe I'll let it for this moment. And I think, okay, the thing here is in the front. I think. Or is it in the back? Okay. So this board is coming out. Now, I do not like the thought of this not being in the board. I put the other one in. So, there's no real good way to get at this. I think I will try to squeeze. Where'd it go? Okay. That down and through and out. Okay. I'm going to set this pet board behind here. And here is one of the little feet. It can go back. I hope it can go back. Well, it sort of goes back. Okay. Oh, but before, we're not done. We are not done with this board yet. We are not. Sorry. We need to make off with some things. And then we need to take some things out of that too. So we need the 6520. Which we now have. Need the 6522. Which we now have. Okay. That is all we need from that one. All right, now from this one, we need the round chips. Now, I have had difficulty lately with this thing, this rod staying in position. It likes to slip out. I don't like that. So I've just got it sitting on the table, braced up against the thing, which means the opening is not as big as it might be, but it will be okay. So we need to steal 3 round chips to have any chance of this working. Now remember, the thing I did, no matter what I tried with this machine, it made no difference. And I'm hopeful that in finding basically similar to a cold solder joint with a broken socket pin, that will be better. Okay, there's one round chip. The reason I cannot take the round chips out of the board I had over there is because they're a different version. They are basic 1s. These are basic 2s. And they must all be together. They do. Alright, a tweak of the pins. Oop, just a little too much of a tweak of the pins. These sockets are very, very unforgiving. You have to have things lined up just so, or pins will be bent, and that is not ever good. Okay, hold the board. I'm doing it so I can get a better look here. I could put the board down, but I'm trying. This chip is giving me a hard time. I do not want to put this down without some protection. Put a little paper there. Okay, that should help. So we have a round chip lined up. Are we lined up? I think we are lined up. Oh dear. Well, it went on one side. And that means the other side means a little help. No, it doesn't. It means the other side needs to come back out. Ugh. Really need to get it lined up nicely on both sides. Always making sure the witness mark is in the right configuration. I'm going to turn this sideways so I can get a better look. Oh, come on, you. This should not be this difficult. Great. Oh, man. Now the other side is happy. So both sides should be happy to go in. These glasses might be a little too strong. That looks better, I think. Alright. Changing out one chip does usually not take so long. Okay, I think we're there. So lined up. No bends, no pins, no trouble. We're in. All right. Another RAM chip. By the way, if I do all this and have done all this, and then this still exhibits exactly the same thing, I will be not enraged, but incredibly disappointed. Incredibly. All right. All right. Come on, RAM chip. Now we will look at every single pin. We're all good. Okay. So now the 6520. And this is one of the reasons that I don't mind doing this with the board out of the machine, because it is so very easy when doing this with everything lined up in the back to screw this up and bend a pin. And we have not bent any pins. And then we have... Did we? Oh no. I don't believe it. I put it in backwards. Oh, after all that, it went so well. The witness mark, all the pins except for 2 on this board, goes to the right side. I was fooled. Damn. Oh, God. I bent not 1, but 2 pins. This machine has been set here to test every ounce of my patience. Every ounce of it. Oh, man. Did that break? Oh, God. I must have bent this one before. Yep. Great. Dandy. All right. A broken 6522 chip. And before I forget, I've got... Oh, man. This machine is cursed. It's cursed. 6520. It went in perfectly. Absolutely wonderfully. Unfortunately, it was backwards. No, that doesn't. It's not feel. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Okay. So that is now in the correct configuration with no bent pins. So, once again, I have to disable things that I would not like to disable. but I'm going to. Ooh, it's dark in there. All right. So out comes 6522. Looks like everything was okay with this, but there is one pin that has a bit of stress to it. But it was in. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What? A mess is this? All right. Check the witness mark. Make sure that everything is actually lined up just so. Oops. What's going on? Why? The pins are all pointing just a little bit outward. It's not a terrible thing. It's just I can't get it in. All right, double check the witness mark. What is going on here? It's like the socket is the wrong size for the chip, but I know it isn't. Well, let's try and line up the front side. Okay, stop. Oh, God. All right, let's look at these. They're bent out a little wee bit. So, I'll bend all these in just a little wee bit. With great care. Oh, man. I swear this machine is cursed, and I bet you after all this, it's going to come up. It's going to be exactly the same. Why? All right. What have I done to deserve such grief? All right. Tweak every single pin just ever so slightly to get them hopefully lined up nicely. How did I get this in? You know, I really never want to take these things out again. I really don't. Okay. The witness mark is good. Okay. I think we're good. How are we doing? Okay. Now I am looking at every single pin, every single chip, every single everything. And finally, I think we've got it. But is it going to be any different? That is the question. And the answer is, I don't know. I would like it to be. I would very much like it to be different than what it was. So I will do my best to line up the little feet. The little feet are lined up. Now with great care, I will plug on the power, and I will plug on the monitor. And I think that's all. Broken chip. Broken chip. Likely it can be saved. Alright. Well, this may be... If this does something good, I will be pleased. If it doesn't, well, I won't be. Alright, so socket has been replaced. Everything is in. We have power. We have the monitor. We're turning it on. Well, now keep in mind, this machine, I think maybe, is a little slow at bringing the monitor up at times. But right now, I see nothing. I do see nothing. What have I done? Well, I don't see the mess that I used to see. I just see nothing. Alright, turn it off again. Plug in the keyboard. Turn it on. I see nothing. I'm going to plug in the cassette drive because this too can give a clue. Okay. Well, it's different. In that it stopped spinning. Alright, I'm going to fiddle with the video. I will, just a little bit. Yes, the pin looks a little bit. Are we on? We're on. Alright. I am going to do something here. I'm going to take this light out, turn it off. I'm going to put the lid down. So we are seeing something on the screen, and it's not the same. It's not the same as the something we used to see, but it's nothing. It is nothing. Well, I did want to see something different. I did. And indeed, I am seeing something different. But it's not working. Well, I can't say I'm overjoyed, but but at least something has changed. Now, is it better? No, it's not better. All right, let's look around. Well, okay, so it is off. Okay, I can unplug. I can take everything. Oh. I can take everything out. Unplug everything. And then, without too much trouble, I can get the board back out. At least I would like to think I can get the board back out. Okay. So, let's look again. I'm going to switch glasses. And check and double check everything. So this chip that I put in into the funny socket is in. Everything. Good. I see no bent pins. This chip here, the 6522, I see no bent pins. This one here, the 6520, I see no bent pins. The RAM chips, as far as I know, are good. For the screen RAM, I think they were. I did test them. Let's look at the other 6520 chip. It is in the correct configuration. Everything is the correct configuration. The ROMs are the correct configuration. Well, it is different, but not working. Well, I'm going to put this back in here for a second, because I can. Oh, the little foot thing came up with it. Hello, little foot thing. Where's the foot thing? Okay. All right. All I'm going to try, because I can once again. Who knows? RAM chips are funny things. I'm going to take one of these RAM chips out. I'm going to look at it. It's all good. I'm going to plug in the power. I'm going to plug in the monitor. Just for fun. Then turned on. And to see if anything weird comes up on the screen. And it does. Okay, so that is a sign that it is able to determine But something came up. And you know what? I'm going to, just because I can and I'm here, I'm going to yank the RAM chip out of this machine, put it in the corresponding socket. And it is in. And I'm going to turn it on and see if I see anything. And I don't. All right. Well, I'm going to take this RAM chip out. And I will swap. I guess I should turn it on. See that weird things come up on the screen without the RAM chip. And indeed it does. All right. So I know that it can display things. I know it can, but it isn't. All right. So I'll take this screen RAM chip out of this. I will turn this off. I will double check the witness mark and make sure everything lines up just so. I will put this in. It's good. I'll turn this on. And I see nothing. All right. Well, you know what? I think that's enough for now. I've had enough torment and torture. I have. Well, it is different. You know, one thing. Hang on. Is it still on? Maybe I should just push in the back corner here, where things used to be different. And nothing is different. Nothing comes up. Is anything getting remarkably warm? Nope. Well, you know what? I'm going to do another thing. Last thing. Who knows what was going on with what was going on before? This should make no difference. I'm going to steal 4 RAM chips out of this machine here, and one at a time replace them. And turn it on, because it would be horrible. You know, RAM chips are volatile. They are. You know what I need back? I need this light back. I know that makes things a little bit brighter, but okay. It's all right. All right. RAM chip in. Turn on machine. Look with great hope towards the sky. See nothing. Okay. So Do another one. One out. Is this still on? It is not. All right. I'll yank this one out. I will replace it with this one. And I will turn it on. And I will see nothing. Off. RAM chip out. Flip it over. RAM chip out. Line it up. Pop it in. It's good. Turn it on. Look skyward. See nothing. Alright, well, last of these. They can come out. One more. I don't believe this is going to make any difference at all. Come on. Okay, we're in. We're not bent. Turn it on. And we will see nothing. Oh. Well, it is different. It's funny, I remember speaking to somebody who was once very special to me, and I said, oh, sorry, they promised to be different. Different is not always better. Anyway. Grand. Grand. Well, back to the drawing board. I think, really, actually, the dusty, crusty board is going to go and rest for a while. I think. Because I can't get bogged down on it, which I've already done. But I've tried everything. Well, have I tried everything? Is it still on? It's still on. I'll turn it back on now that the monitor's nice and warm. Take this around. I suppose, just for fun, I should plug in the keyboard. It shouldn't make any difference at all. And it doesn't. So I suppose I could do this. Put in the nope. Well, last thing. I don't believe I'm doing this, but I will. I'm going to yank out this chip from the very back that is in the new socket. Pins look fine. I'm going to set it aside, and because I pretty much disemboweled this machine over here anyway, I need the light. It would be awful in the end to find out that if I had just replaced this wayward chip one more time, and I know it won't make any difference, but it would be horrible to do this and then find out that indeed there was something wrong with that. So let's turn it on. And we see nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. Try it now. It's nice and warm. One more go. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. All right. We're going off. And you know what? That's it. I can't do no more right now. Have a lovely day. Bye for now. And now I can't even get this thing to stop recording.